Before we get started with today's podcast, we've got a special message from our mates at GameDay Squad.
Now, do you love playing women's fantasy footy?
Women's Aussie Rules Fantasy Footy has officially launched at GameDay Squad.
It's free to play, create, coach and compete for weekly prizes.
Open your free player packs weekly.
It's fun, it's free, it's easy.
Register now at gamedaysquad.com.au.
DT's all right with me. DT's all right. Oh, yeah. I'm Roy. I coach Destroy, and I'm here with Warnie.
Buckle up, boys. Coach of the Warn Dogs.
And Calvin.
Coach of Calvinator.
Wow, this will be a ripper.
This is going to...
See the Bombers fly up to win the premiership flag.
I like how you've really started on the front foot, knowing
that we're coming after
full
you.
well.
Oh, well,
we're
here to talk about fantasy football, and they are one of the best clubs for fantasy football.
There's a couple.
Think about all the players that you had this year, all the players you wished you had.
I think I had one, and that was enough for me.
Yeah, I had two over the course of the year.
Oh,
Hobbsy.
No, that was disrespectful by me. Sorry. Hobbsy was great.
You wish you had Parrish?
No. No, I don't, dog.
No.
The cuts were too deep from the previous
He's just
years.
not likeable.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
That's spot on.
G'day, Darcy. I spoke to him on
No,
the podcast
he is
once.
actually likeable.
He is.
He's a very cool dude.
Yeah, and I know you're watching.
He's just frustrating
He
from a
is.
fantasy.
I know you're watching.
And no one is better
No,
than
they're not.
Zachary Merritt. Although the disrespect you did show him during the season, I think the week you got him, what do you have?
Yeah.
No, he was frustrating
He
by
was.
his standards,
Yep.
Zach. He was happy to pump out 90s there for a little
Yep.
while. A stretch.
Look, he got it done again, though.
He did.
Gun player.
So, what did he have this year? 113, 107 the year before, 110 before that.
Yeah.
Maybe,
That's just what he does. But the frustrating part you're talking about, Roy, after his bye there,
Yeah.
a 94, a 90, an 80, and
Yep.
88.
Yep.
Now, there are a couple of 150s that are sort of
Yes.
floating around
He's
that
very
area
good at
as
what he
well.
does.
Without a doubt. Also, the last three games of the year.
3 150s.
90, 94 in that. That was frustrating.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, then, okay. 146 in a grand final.
Oh, I forgot that one.
Captain
Oh, yes,
I know.
yes. That was
Captain.
controversial.
An uneducated captain.
won a bloody Hilux captain.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, no worries. So you try to take some sort of credit for that, you absolute peanut.
He's in the Uber Elite category,
Oh, yeah.
and he has been for a long, long time. So he's a class above.
Here's the question. Where does he rank in a midfield draft next year?
Got to be high.
So Bont's ahead of him.
yeah.
Who else is ahead of him with a 113 average here? Would you have Oliver ahead of him?
I'd take Oliver ahead of him. Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah,
And then Zach,
probably.
number 3.
So if we go on the draft, on the Bont will obviously be at 117 average from last year. Clary has a couple of points on him. No, 1 point on him.
Yeah.
0.9 of a point even. Jordan Dawson will be mid-only, won't he?
Yes.
Has to be.
So, yeah, he's got him as well just by 0.5.
So you're going Zach over Dawson.
Yes.
Yeah.
So number 3.
Yeah.
Errol, he'll only be mid-only as well, won't
Yes.
he? Yep, so...
Yeah. God,
He's
Errol got
next
up
on
that
the list.
high.
Errol's in that
Errol
group.
is
God, he's
fifth
amazing.
on the list.
Is he really?
Are you going to be able to take him at that?
No. No.
It's
you're not.
funny, isn't it? Some of these names here. Then you got Taranto there.
Oh, no.
Geez, that pick in that mid first
You
round.
don't want it.
Yeah. She's tough.
That's a dirty little pick.
Tough going in there.
There's a
yeah,
blanket,
for sure.
Roy.
There's a blanket,
There's
all
a
right.
big blanket.
There's a blanket, but I'll tell you what, after Merritt, there is a big blanket at the Bombers.
Oh, well, you got Darcy Parish.
Darcy Parish is there.
He went at 107.
Good player.
Darcy can
but
put his
that's
toes in it.
Re-signed.
But that's above what he's going to be. He was 100 and 105 before that. He's no better than a 105. Am I right or am I right?
We don't give... Oh, well, Dog does, but Darcy deserves more respect than he
Yes,
gets.
I'm
He's-
giving him respect.
Right.
I'm just saying I don't know if he's going 107 again.
Well, yeah, and you're not picking him.
No.
Well, I was going to say he hadn't shown a massive ceiling this year, but think about what ceiling he showed a couple of years ago when it
Yeah.
came to medal games.
100%. Yeah, it's
So-
there. He certainly got it in him. He certainly got it in
I
him.
expected a little bit more contract year, trying to pump out a few more.
That's interesting. His
Long
high score this year was a 126.
Yeah. That's not like the whole.
No, it's not like the hole of old, no. It's a crusty old hole.
All right, that's
Yes.
it, Dog. You're trying to milk this star section for the Bombers, but I tell you what.
Will Setterfield was a good starting pick.
Yeah, he was a good starting
122,
pick.
130 in his first two.
When did you get him?
88, 99. I got him after the first two. So I got an 88.
So what happened to
99,
him?
100.
Did he get injured?
Yeah, solid.
Oh, he did get injured, but he did bust out a couple of lower scores there. He had a 54 in there and a 70 in there as well. Just wasn't the heights of that.
No.
Sort of because he scored so well in those first couple, had those big jumps in
Big
price
jumps.
that you just didn't get the
Yeah.
value if you didn't start with him.
No.
But if you
He
did
was very
start
good
with
to
him-
start. He got people off to a
Didn't it
rocket
ever?
start and some quick
Great
cash
pick.
generation.
Didn't come back
too.
in until the last round. But yeah, I don't know. That 92 next to his name is obviously fair.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, definitely.
probably what he goes at if
Is that
he
what you
gets that
expect?
opportunity. No, not really.
Bit
Mid-80s,
lower?
I'm going to say.
Yeah, I reckon that's
Like
about
when
right.
I'm doing my draft rankings, he's not going to be at that 92 figure.
No, for sure.
Right.
Definitely spent too much time in the star section.
waiting.
I'm waiting for a button.
Hang on, there's a couple.
Who?
Those defenders
What,
on their
Andy
day.
McGrath?
Oh, fuck, mate. No, he can start this one.
Right.
I'm telling you, we are
Well, Andy McGrath probably does cop that.
Yeah.
He derailed my season for the first 7 weeks. No, it was longer.
How long did you have
I
him?
think I got well into the teens.
Gosh.
Not good.
I started with him too.
But those
Oh, did you?
defenders,
Yeah.
That's right.
you'd
Instead
think
of
with
Dacos.
the Bombers' shit team that
Yeah.
Ridley,
Look, I thought he was
Redmond's
better than
good
that.
too. Redmond can play. He's a good draft
Right.
player.
Yeah,
he
definitely.
averaged 86 this year.
Yeah, it's a good effort.
Some people started with a guy that fits into this category, Sam Draper. Oh, no, he'll come good. He'll come good. Oh, he's
He eventually will.
He's only priced at 59. You can't be much worse than that. Well, he had a breakout season, Roy.
What did he get to?
67.
He improved.
A breakout season, 67.
What's
Injury
the go
affected.
there? He seems to have the tools to...
Here's some scores that he had this year.
Yeah, it's done, but he
41,
doesn't.
41, 47. Blech. Dog,
Yeah.
please.
Why?
You are a big athletic ruckman, right?
Big lump of a lad.
Have a look at the others, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every ruck this year averaged 100, basically. Every ruck, right?
This is what I was thinking.
How?
No ruck would average 100.
Because you're looking at this bloke.
Will you ever say... Well, before we throw the towel in, will you ever say, set and forget Sam Draper?
No way,
Just
right.
checking. Just checking.
He's not
No
even
way.
worth a late pickup in draft.
No. No, I drafted for the future in
Yeah.
Keeper a few years ago and got Drapes.
Oh, did you?
The future's not been bright.
You idiot. Now, Roy Dillon Shiel.
Oh.
What's he doing?
Nothing. So he actually
Getting a
scored.
vest.
Yeah, he scored 200s in the first 3 games this year.
Yep.
And it was like, oh, Dylan of old, is it? No. Guess what he averaged in the last 5 games?
I hate
Now, obviously, you use the vest to back up your numbers.
Yep.
From time to time. 41 though.
41
41
possessions.
in the last 5 weeks.
41 possessions.
It just shows where they rate him. So they're a team getting pumped by 100,
Yep.
well over 100.
A lot over 100.
and he can't force his way into the team.
2 scores of 17 there in a green vest.
I like to just use
You
them.
added them.
whatever
it
whatever
was a
sounds the
44
worst.
too.
Oh, trust me, I've
But
taken
no.
none out.
The other scores were no good, though.
No, they certainly weren't.
He had a semi-patch. 103, 110, 98, 97.
Yeah.
For someone priced in the 60s.
Look, it's just where is he at? Where is that team at?
Nah, Dylan Shiel will not be spoken about in fantasy again.
Did they do Mad Monday?
Where are you going with this?
I was just
I
wondering.
can't wait for Carlton's Mad Monday this week.
No,
You're going to be waiting a while, mate.
they would have tried to do it on Monday. Worst outfits. People turned up on Sunday. I don't know what day it was. It just would have been an absolute rabble. What pub we at? Oh, what? I'm at the wrong one. Everything just would have been a disaster.
Anyone else on your never again list?
Oh, there's heaps. But we don't have
where
enough
do you
time.
want to start?
String trick.
Oh, String Tricks is still on the list.
He's still
He
on the
should
list.
be on
He's getting games ahead of Dylan Shiel.
Oh,
Brad Scott's never again list.
There was a time where people used his name and Dusty's in the same sentence.
there was too.
Now look.
Hep signed on. That
yeah?
was cool, but we're not going to pick him up.
No, I like Hep.
I like Hep. Yeah.
Averaged 82.
Yeah, he did very
He's
well.
much better than I thought he
Yeah,
would.
he was copping a lot of criticism from Bomber fans. It was unfair.
You know you make me break.
So if we're going back to 2023, Hobbsy's the man with
Yeah.
what he did.
He was good.
So he started in the vest.
Yeah.
On a he scored like a 23. He then averaged 84 over his next 10.
Yeah.
So the people that jumped on then were
He had
laughing.
a mid-roll, didn't he? He was
Yeah.
getting a little bit of clock through there.
You're welcome.
So he finished on an average of
Thank you for that. That's
77,
right.
77, but enters his third year next year.
Yeah.
So it could be a little bit of a breakout coming again, maybe. The thing is with him,
Parrish didn't re-sign. He would have been
so
a lot.
Merritt and Parrish, Dog, are the main two bananas, right?
Yes.
I'm going to talk some bananas here.
Bananas.
For CBAs. After the buys, the third biggest banana was Archie
Draper.
Perkins.
Perk.
Right? We'll talk about him in a moment. But Hobbsy was the fourth banana.
Right.
Okay, so he was like 39% CBAs after the buy. Now, Perkins, the third banana,
Yeah.
he was at 42% CBAs behind Merritt and Parrish. But he couldn't score.
No.
67 average from
Yeah.
the 23
Extraordinary.
games.
So when he had all these CBAs, he actually averaged 62. He was worse.
He was. Yeah, it was
Put him
bizarre.
near the ball, he goes worse.
Yeah. He's
But-
going to be better than that.
He's enters his fourth year
Yeah.
with a 67 next to his name. Dog, do you have any hope for
Of
a Perkins?
No.
Don't you really?
Well,
I
sad.
still have hope for
Oh, no, I
Perkins.
do have hope for him, but no, I don't think he's going to be on our fantasy radar. 67, you're better off going bottom or
Yeah.
someone that's going to get closer to the 100.
But
Because that's not
he'll
gonna
have
be
forward
Perkins.
status still, won't he?
So what do you think of the CBAs?
CBA, well, he's 42% after the buys. Oh, jeez. What's going on there? Who'd you call?
I don't know.
Darcy
Hell,
Parish.
did
Oh, Darcy's calling us.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's a good point. Well,
I-
we might not have it.
No, I just think that's the two big boys in there, and I don't
Yeah.
care who you put in there next to them. It's not going to matter at all.
Now, this is a question directed at you, Dog, because I know a few years ago he was talked up and highly regarded, but Jai Caldwell, he just hasn't got it done. So that's 3 years now, averaging mid-70s.
Yep.
At his best, he looks unreal. He doesn't seem to be getting
No.
a run through the midfield.
No.
What's the go with him?
He did a couple of jobs,
yeah.
but I think he's that half forward into the midfield, which works for him as
Yeah.
a player,
Yeah, okay.
but not for fantasy.
So he's just
It's the bloody
line for
GWS.
him
These
from a-
GWS players,
Yeah.
they don't work out.
No.
Shiel,
Yeah,
my man Devon was good for his first year.
he was. And then
But-
he was a flop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Now,
Stop getting those.
he's
guys.
a relevant one. What about
Sauce's fault.
what about Elijah Tsatas?
Oh, here we
So,
go.
yeah.
Okay,
The
4 games.
disappointing thing is that he played.
He played, but 4 games at an average of 64. He had an 86 against North. Now,
Yeah.
with his discount, I think it puts him around the 45 average mark. Have I done that correct?
Hang on. What'd you say?
So he played 4 games.
Yeah, so he gets 18% off.
Yeah. Is that about right? 18%.
I need to probably teach you this.
No, you work it out yourself, mate.
Hang on. What did he average? 64?
Oh, I did the wrong one.
64?
No, it's about it's 0.82.
Yeah.
So I think it's about a 50
53.
53. That's close.
So you would think,
He's better than a 53.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What could he
and
be?
he's going to be getting games,
But is he
isn't
just mid-only?
He'd be mid only.
What were his CBAs in those games that he played?
In the games that he played, he got a few. He got 10%, 18%, 31%, and 0.
Might be enough for him
No.
to
Might-
hold forward status.
I think he holds.
All right. Well,
So-
that'd be someone to
Well,
consider.
when I say holds, he didn't have it before, but he might
get it.
have it
He might
Yeah.
get it.
because of the
Yeah, for
forward.
sure.
Now, Roy, talking about Nick Martin.
Look, Nick Martin, he's a guy who can score, and he can score
Yeah,
with the
bloody
best
oath
in
he
the
can.
game. So you'd have to say it was a breakout to average 85.
Yep.
That was good. But this is a stretch I want to draw your attention to. Between round 10 and 15, his name became a real buzz in the fantasy
It did.
community. And rightfully so. He averaged 113 in that time. And you think about the type of game he plays when he's when he's getting those uncontested marks, he's pumping out huge scores. So in that 5-week stretch there, he took 46 marks.
Oh, wow.
Very impressive. So
He went on a tear.
he did have some stinkers as well, but you expect that from a young player. So he's got a 32 and a 42.
Okay.
They weren't injury affected. They're just young player scores in there. But, man, his best and what he can average for a stretch like that are very impressive.
And as a forward, you would think that he would hold that.
He's a winger.
That's the problem.
That's the thing.
You don't think he holds?
I don't think so.
No, you're
he's
probably
a winger.
right.
He's still someone I'd look at on my bench in drafts.
Yep. Just for that.
For someone
those
who
big
could go
scores.
bigger than
Just
his
he's got-
average suggests.
Like, there's that 32 that he had in that
Yeah.
awful GWS game that brings that down a bit from what it really
Yeah,
was.
and he had
a
that-
pretty epic season.
Yeah, and he had a 40 earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Which was just a
Like,
bad
it just
game.
makes that for, that season average.
Mm.
I think that can become that 85, could be closer to 90.
Mm.
Maybe.
Mm.
He's a good player. He's good to watch. That's the other part of him. Just like all of them in the red and black are. Right.
Well,
Anyone
thanks for
else?
tuning in. Unless you've nodded off over the this riveting Essendon podcast.
There might be a couple worth having a look at later. There will be some decent discounts there on some players that didn't play because, it wasn't just poor form.
Yep.
There was a lot of clientele that weren't available.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe.
Bang! Oh, just trying to wake people up out there.
Oh,
It's okay,
there's
Rob.
always something wrong with the stuff in a bargain bin.
They've got Zach Merrett. Zach Merrett. There you go. That's it. We should have just stopped at Zach Merrett.
We should have. If you were going into a fantasy shop, pretend it's a store. As you walk in the main entry, there's a little box to the left.
Yep.
Discounted bits and pieces.
Yep.
That's where you'll find your bombers.
Nick Martin, Hobbs, Perkins, Caldwell.
Oh, yes, there's a
Draper,
hole in that one.
Shiels.
That one's got a little tear there.
Bit of damage on that one. Oh, there's Zach Merrett. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Out of this, we've only got Zach Merrett next year, don't we?
Yeah, and he's hanging up
That's
with the
it.
proper
Yep.
players.
Right. And I'm hunting for a Zach Merritt card in GameDay Squad.
I would
There's no
be
other
too.
bombers
Yes.
that I want.
That's the one you need.
That's the one definitely you need.
Attention footy fans. Have you ever played fantasy football? Fantasy footy is taking the world by storm, and here's your chance to play for free. Create, coach, compete in fantasy footy for free with GameDay Squad. Open free new player packs each week. Sign up to coach, build your team, trade players, bench injured or unfit players, upgrade rookies. It's your fantasy team. Play your best team. Become the ultimate fantasy footy coach. It's fun, it's free, it's easy. Register now for free at GameDaysQuad.com.au.